was several pitch like that right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're
out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Ramon Laureano. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
It's more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away. Skied into straightaway right. Kepler is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to
bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home, and add a run on the sacrifice fly, as that'll make this a 3-1 game. Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. The 1-1. Rolled slowly to first. And he is in there. Now. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, man, at least.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A's bullpen does its job. We're through 8 full here in game 4. It's the A's 6 and the Twins 4.
If you get one pitch a night right down the middle, cannot be late on that fastball.
Popped him up. And that's going to be your final out here, and the A's are going to take a commanding 3-1 lead here in the series as this ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Oakland A's have taken a 3-1 lead in this league championship series. Joaquin Soria pitches well enough to get the W. Devin Smeltzer couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. We are set for baseball here this evening. Now a pitch swung on and grounded out to Barry Larkin. And that's out number 1. Heading out towards shallow right. Giving chase is Parker. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series.
Ground ball left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Ready with the payoff pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for LA. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Into the box, Gary Sheffield. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Betts rounds third and is digging for the plate. And a relay home. And not in time as the run scores. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. Dives and he hangs on for the out. Wow. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Reds nothing.
Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the series, and with it the Reds have tied the ball game at 1.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base, so what happens? You throw him.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati. Into the box, Johnny Bench. Pitch outside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here.
The 3-2 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit, and that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now 2-1.
Now batting, the right fielder,
In now, Dave Parker. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Right fielder looking up for the track to the wall. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as the Reds have opened up a 4-1 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
At the plate now, George Foster. Down the, and that is off the first base bag. Fielded cleanly. This is in the air to left field. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion, while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Betts looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second home run of the series, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
pitching with bad body language right there. There's blood in the water for a lot of these hitters.
You know, D-Row, you have to make up your mind when you run out there. You're going to do one of two things. You're going to be the hunter or the huntee. And right now, they're hunting this guy.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Here's Foster backing up on it to the track, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
Look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. No better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Cincinnati now take a 3-2 lead in this league championship series. Tom Seaver is credited with the win. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Great American Ballpark, 42,319. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
That is first.
Here now the 2-2. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher.
In now, Matt Chapman. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Runners are at first and second with one away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And no one will track it down.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Another full count pitch home. Count remains full. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. In to score the runner from third. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone.
That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely.
He's set. The 3-2. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And big trouble as this. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Pulled toward right center field. Kepler's on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down. Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Throw won't get him.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there. Pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but any way you look at it, that should...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 left for Minnesota, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
For something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Lined into right, a base hit, and this one will bounce into the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases, just like...
Another full count pitch home. On the ground to the right side and through, a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-2 game. Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. Hard on the ground towards short. Taken in by Simeon. There's one on the first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Runner at first here, one man out. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Racing back to center fielder, still going back. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. So it's a two-run shot to right center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Man, the postseason always seems to deliver big moments, and this was no exception. A walk-off in the final at-bat ends it, and there's bedlam at home plate. Wow!
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Twins, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 11 runs.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so...
The 1-2. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. That almost left the stadium. That's in the deep seats. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Into the box now, Ken Griffey. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is.
Find the ball, and that'll get down for a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ken Griffey. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line.
And just drove it back up the middle.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Takes this the other way to right.
Go.
And he is going to tie this ball game late as this ball is down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen.
As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
So far. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Oh, and this deflects right off him, and that is off the wall. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 4-3 game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching.
Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. Two men gone. And Joe Morgan strides up to the plate.
Here we go. This is you, baby.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
Nope.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. Back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. And this goes right past him. Oh my, that might plate two.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last. Someone in the dugout just yelled.
Here's the payoff pitch. High and deep to right center. Back goes Betts at the track. That's in there as two runs come across to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a three-run double every day of the week. Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Two of them on the stat sheet, and they were a factor in the outcome of this ball game.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.
The final 8 runs on 12 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Dodgers, 3 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.
Olsen is one of the very best corner infielders in the game today. Oftentimes, first and third basemen are known for their offensive work, but he's truly a multi-dimensional talent. Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. And Olson with a drive out to deep right. Kepler looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Matt Olson connects for a 2-run home run. His first homer so far in the series. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying. D-Row, the hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't. Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around performance from him at the plate, as the stats indicate. Ended up with 4 hits, including a home run, so there is no doubt he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
For my partners Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 7 runs on 15 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. For the Twins, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.